It is estimated that currently 1 in 5 adults have been clinically diagnosed with some form of arthritis, and that number is expected to rise to more than 1 in 4 in the next 10 years. There are 4 main types of arthritis, the most common being osteoarthritis. For that reason, we will focus our attention today on how whole body vibration therapy is used for treatment of this disease. Depending upon the severity or stage, arthritis can be very painful and debilitating. It can certainly reduce flexibility and mobility and also reduce strength. As a result, arthritis can completely change a person's lifestyle. Arthritis causes the linings of the joints to break down and deteriorate. The cartilage around the bones lose their elasticity as the disease progresses, which causes pain and swelling and greatly reduces the range of motion of the joint. There is no known cure for arthritis, and traditional therapy has been pharmaceutically based. There are painkillers to help alleviate some of the severe pain, and there is medication to help reduce the swelling in the joints, but there are no drugs available to actually repair affected joints. Exercise is one of the only known remedies. The more a joint is used and placed under minor stress levels, the faster the cartilage is repaired. Of course, if the joint is painful to use, exercise becomes difficult and is often neglected as a result. Whole body vibration therapy is becoming more widely recognized as a great alternative option for treatment of arthritis. High speed, low amplitude vibrations are extremely useful for increasing blood circulation to joints. And with the improved blood circulation comes nutrients which help protect joints and rebuild tissue. Oscillating machines with their low speed, high amplitude motion style are also very effective at improving a person's lymphatic drainage system as they help remove waste product from the joint area. This creates better opportunities for the rebuilding process and at the same time reduces swelling and inflammation of the joint. This in turn reduces pain and makes it easier to exercise. This snowball-like effect makes the treatment easier to manage while also becoming more and more effective with each session. So the use of vibration therapy is certainly an effective alternative for treating arthritis and should be used by those currently suffering from the disease.
As we just saw, the experts are telling us that to effectively use vibration therapy for treating arthritis, we need a machine that can do quite a few things for us. We need a machine that can help us with stretching, building muscle strength, improving circulation, increasing our lymphatic drainage, and also we need a machine that helps us reduce swelling. To get all that, we could use 2 different machines, or we could just use one level 3 multi-motion machine. There's 2 machines here that I think would work perfectly for what we're looking for, the Genesis Kinetic and the Genesis Sport. The Genesis Sport is a little smaller than the Kinetic and it offers the same motions. You could use either, but for this demo, I'll use the Sport. The Genesis Sport can give us all the motion styles we're looking for. It gives us the ability to use the oscillating motions to reduce inflammation in the joints, and at the same time, we can take advantage of the high-speed spiral rotational motions to build more strength. The spiral mode is also going to provide the circulation boost we're looking for. Let me show you a few really good poses that I think would help. Make sure that you perform a proper warm-up before you get started. This exercise will primarily work our abductor group muscles and our glutes. They are responsible for moving the thigh to the side of your body, and they will help keep your pelvis in the right position. This exercise is also a great way to increase range of motion to keep your joints flexible. This exercise will help to steady the knee as your tensor fasciae latae crosses from the hip down to the knee. Using the Genesis Sport oscillation motion while performing the side leg lift will help increase the range of movement in your hips. Focusing on these major joint areas will allow you to move at ease and keep inflammation in your joints down. Performing a side leg lift helps to strengthen your abductors, which aid in everyday movement, more efficient and easier. An added bonus is it also helps in toning up the hips and the glute areas. Now shift your weight onto your right leg, allowing your left leg to rise slightly off the machine. Bring your left leg to the side of the body, keeping the leg straight at all times. Pause and lower the leg back to its neutral position. Perform this exercise 10 to 15 times for 2 to 3 sets as you feel comfortable. Once you have completed all 10 to 15 reps on one leg, switch over to the other leg and complete the same exercise on the other leg for 10 to 15 repetitions. Once you are done, come back to neutral position. During this shoulder press, we're primarily working the deltoids. However, your core is working as well. Your core muscles engage to keep you upright in a proper posture. Your triceps, which are found in the back of the arm, are also engaged during this exercise. The sport machines options while performing this exercise will help keep your ab muscles engaged. Increasing your core strength will help aid in a better posture and also to relieve any back pain. This will also increase the muscular strength in your shoulders, your back, and your core. You may find if you have swelling in your rotator cuff or your elbow joint that the swelling will decrease due to an increase in circulation throughout these areas. We're going to be grabbing the resistant bands because they're a great way to increase added tension to your workout without adding an extra strain on your joints. So we'll try and incorporate the use of these bands for this exercise. Now go ahead and adjust them to the proper length. Stand up straight, both arms and feet shoulder width apart. Take the bands and press them up all the way towards the ceiling. Remember, do not lock your elbows. You want to keep them nice and soft. Once you reach the top, bring them back down to neutral position in line with your shoulders. Stand up straight and keep your core engaged. Again, you can repeat this exercise 10 to 15 times for 2 to 3 sets as you feel comfortable. The sumo squat is going to mainly work our lower body muscles, our glutes, quadriceps, hamstrings, and hip flexors. Working these muscle groups is a great way to increase flexibility and improve overall blood circulation throughout the whole body, as we are working some of the largest muscles. Let's start with our feet a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, and place your hands onto the handlebars for balance. Pull your core nice and tight and sit yourself all the way back until your knees come to a 90-degree angle. Remember, do not place your knees over top of your toes. You want to be sitting back with all of your weight onto your heels. Come back up again to your neutral position. Remember, if going down to 90 degrees is too much for you and it feels too strenuous, only go as low as you can and you work your way down to that 90-degree angle. Repeat this exercise 8 to 12 times for 2 to 3 sets as you feel comfortable. This knee raise exercise uses our glutes, our hamstrings, and quadriceps. Your core muscles are also being used as they act as a stabilizer. Knee raises not only increase strength and mobility in the hips and the knee joint, but also utilize our aerobic energy system. This helps in maintaining a healthy weight, keeping your heart strong, but also aids in lymphatic drainage. The muscle pump squeezes the vessel to help move the lymphatic fluid away from the affected area. Now, stand with your feet shoulder width apart. If need, hold on to the handrails for proper support and balance. Stand up straight and do not slouch. Pull your abdomen in and lift up your knee towards your hip level. Bring it back down once you reach 90 degrees and switch to the other leg and pull it up. Repeat this exercise 10 to 15 times on each leg for 2 to 3 sets as you feel comfortable doing so.